So I did a review on Fourth Wing. You could check that out if you want. That has no spoilers. This is a rant, and this will have spoilers. First thing, shoe sizes. How could they have shoe sizes? And they also have shoe sizes when they don't have working pens without magic. Yep, you have to have magic to use freaking pens. That makes no sense at all. Pens are powered by gravity. Also, they have a school where you learn how to ride dragons, and in that school, tons of the people die. I wonder why you have trouble defending your borders when so many of your capable soldiers die in training. We never did that. That's not a real thing. Even when you were like in the lists and you were sparring with full armor, like go watch people spar with full armor on YouTube. They don't get hurt. Not severely, not to the point of death. Because the most important resource a kingdom and an army has is people, is manpower. Also, when Violet goes past the wards and she finds out that her nation has not been protecting other people, she's surprised. Even though her nation slaughters tons of its own children. Her own generals send their own children to possibly die in their first year of training. Also, at the very beginning of this book, she has like brittle bone syndrome. But like halfway through the book, she's like fighting like crazy because she did a little bit of training. She's like debilitating grown men with like throwing one dagger. That doesn't happen. Like you don't go from having like brittle bones that just pop out of their sockets to being a competent, more than competent, and excellent fighter. That doesn't happen. That can't happen. If you have magic, fine. Show me magic, I'll let it go. I just did it? No, that's not how that works. That's impossible. You could have just had her being like a normal girl and then she could have learned how to fight. This brittle bone thing drives me crazy. Also, what's with the constant threat of death in this like high school-esque scenario? They'll go from like one scene where they're training and they're like, well, 10 more people just died. And then the next scene, they're like, I got my backpack going to my next class talking about boys. And it's like, what are we talking about here? That doesn't make any sense. Here, we're like countless people dying and we're just fine with it. We're just cracking jokes at lunch, looking at our crush. What? In a weird sort of double twist, it makes it so I both don't care about the people dying and I also don't care about the drama in the school. They both feel fake. None of it makes any sense. And even the language is so modern that it's like crass. I don't mean it's crass in that they swear. I don't care about that. I mean, it's like they say things like hooking up or like he's so hot. How low IQ do you think that we are that that's what we have to hear to understand that she's attracted or loves this person? They hooked up. If I could never hear another human being say, I hooked up in my life, I would die so much happier than I'm going to die. It's not about the romance. It's not about that. You could have that, which is still not for me, but you could have that and still have it all make sense. It's that none of it makes any sense. Okay, I'm done. Give me your hate. Go read a book. Bye.